Well, greetings everybody. My name is Lazerbolt and welcome to Friday Night Flights. Tonight we're going to be taking off from Broken Hill, someplace in a nice mining town up here in Australia. It's going to be a good time as we fly. One of the places we're going to visit tonight is the beautiful city of Adelaide. Considered one of the most livable cities on planet Earth. Not sure exactly what that means. But apparently it's a nice place, a really nice place. For such a large city, it's apparently pretty affordable, and it's just a really great place to be. So yeah, happy Friday everybody, glad to be here. We got a nice group of pilots with us tonight here. Let's see what we got. Got our buddy Wingnut Bob, Travis, Mia Scully, Tailhook back there. We got Longhorn Ram with us, and Kineas. So it should be a good time. Somewhere around here I saw our buddy Crowair. We haven't seen Crowair in a little bit, but he's a good pilot and he's been flying with us for a while. And it's good to see him come back. I think he's been quite busy lately. But we will be taking off out of here in less than 4 minutes. Tonight, what we're going to be doing is we're climbing to 10,000 feet on each leg. 10,000 feet. Mainly to give ourselves a good ground speed so we can have a reasonably lengthed flight tonight. So count on that. Count on climbing to 10,000 feet. When we turn out of here, we're going to take a very slight left turn. Very slight left to a heading of 210. So get ready to turn left to 210. It's pretty much straight on. And we're going to be going 260 knots indicated. That should give us a real nice ground speed. So count on that when we're going to be taking off here in just a few minutes. Yay, Longhorn hopped in. How's it going, buddy? It's good to see you.
Good. I forgot I had it set to live player, so I wasn't seeing anybody, even though I could see on the world map that everybody's there. Why aren't I seeing them?
Oh, you had to go in there and fix that, huh? Yeah, I see a nice group going on here tonight. Look at this. Bob's in that beautiful C-17. It's a lot like one of them A400s, but it's a jet instead. It's a nice airplane. That's one of the...
well.
Sorry, Bob?
I'm sorry. Yeah, Tailhook is in one as well, also back there, it looks like.
Who is he? No, I think Tailhook's in the... I see him with props. Or maybe I'm looking at it wrong. No. Tailhook, are you in the C-17 tonight? Or the A400? Oh, Tailhook's not even with us.
He's just not in the Discord right now.
Right.
His airplane's there.
In Discord. Right on. Well, good. I'd be a little surprised if Tailhook was in that. He usually flies that. He's got that Blackbird C-130. There's our buddy Crowair.
I also see the C-17.
Well, good deal. If he's never flown that before, I think he's going to like it. I used to be one just back in the 2020 days. There was a developer that made that for free and gave it out for free, and it was super high quality, and it was such a success that now they include it in the default aircraft of the game. So yeah, that's a success story there. I like that. So get ready. We're going to be climbing out of here in about a minute and a half. Like I said, 10,000 feet. Make sure you set that. Get your flaps all ready to go. I think I just, everything locked up on me just now. Oh no. Nothing seems to be working. Huh, that's not very good.
I was having that problem last week. I think mine was overheating. I think it's what my problem was. I took the glass panel off mine because I noticed it was like a frying pan. It was getting so hot.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think my temps are going crazy. You know what? I'm going to have to restart. I am not, I got no joy here. So, deck on it. Perfect timing. Just went ahead and it froze me up. Well, that's not very good. Hey, there's Tailhook. Tailhook, how's it going tonight, buddy?
Bad. How about you guys?
Right on. Happy Friday. I am going to have to go ahead and reset my game here because I froze up. So give me a second to get back on track here, and I'll be right with everybody.
Or you're standing by.
Bob, have you had your computer for quite a while, like 4 or 5 years or more?
Oh yeah, it's older. It's a 20 I don't know, 2060, 70, something like that. Graphic card in it.
Do you have anything that looks at the temperatures actively?
I don't know. The only reason why I even thought about it is because I was watching Simhanger and his group flying last weekend, and one of his guys was talking about how his got really, really hot like that, and he had to take the glass panel out, and he was having problems, things shutting down in mid-flight.
Hopefully
Yeah.
that'll take care of that.
Sometimes,
yeah, this sim will cook a CPU.
yeah, sometimes it might be worth doing a thermal paste reapply. I'm not going to suggest doing that without information, but if like your CPU is high temperatures, and in the past it hasn't, that thermal paste does go bad over time on almost all thermal pastes. So
Yeah,
Okay.
I had a computer not long ago. I had to add a different cooling solution to it because the one that came with it just wasn't cutting it. So I put a new one on there. It worked great. And that will involve reapplying the paste.
Yeah, twice a year I take mine out to the garage and blow it out with the air compressor because all the cooling fins will just get loaded with dust because it's sitting right underneath the window I keep open all the time.
Right.
Yeah, I do that from time to time. I take it out and I just blow the dust out like you said. But when he said that, I turned on my flight sim and started playing it, and it got hot fast.
Well, good.
I mean, the glass was really hot, so I'm taking that panel off and I'm going to blow an extra fan. And it's got 2 fans in it, but I'm going to blow a desk fan down around it too.
Oh, there you go.
Jeez, I got 6 fans in mine.
Okay.
When you hear the fans crank up, it's like just off to the left side of my seat. I could just feel the warm, hot air coming, like streaming out of there, like right into me.
It's doing something.
God, it's getting hot in here.
Well, I tell you, yeah, mine has 3 fans on it, not 2, 3. But I'm gonna, like I said, I take that glass panel off and put my desk fan on there too. But I think that's why mine kept shutting down on me. I think it was just overheating.
That'll do it. And it won't give you a warning. Usually when mine was overheating, it would just like I just rebooted it.
Oh yeah, and the one thing you don't want is that blue screen. That blue screen of death is bad.
Well, it didn't shut my whole computer down. It just, and the SIM kept shutting down. It just poof, gone.
Yeah, for me it didn't do that just now. It just everything froze up. Well, we're rapidly getting loaded back in. Might be a few minutes behind schedule because of this, but I appreciate everybody humoring me here and putting up with it.
Oh, that's right. I got to play with my
nuts. Here in a second.
Happens to all of us. Laser, don't worry about it.
Yeah, but it only bothers me when it happens to me.
I don't have any nuts, at least not on my airplane here. Man, that come out wrong.
And I don't know what just happened, but this is weird. I've never seen this before. What the hell is this? I've got like a box sitting in my front seat now. If anybody sees the stream, do you see that?
I do see that.
What the hell is that? Jeez, oh Pete.
Like a cargo box or something? Or?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
It might be inside another airplane.
You know what?
Oh, yeah.
You know what? You're right. Never mind. I am totally inside of an airplane. Okay,
Yeah,
I was a little worried there for a second. I was like, well, what's this nonsense? Okay, let me get back up to the front here. I'll have to redo my flight plan, but that only takes a second. Yeah, here we go. That's much better. I was sitting right inside of Kineas's aircraft. A couple people checking in here on the stream. Got our buddy Captain Hopper wishing us a happy fly day. Love that. And our buddy James Holmes with another generous super chat. He's asking me, where did the name Lazerbolt come from? Well, that's a good question. Has anybody ever played, do you remember that game? It's pretty old. I don't think they've made a version of it. There was like 3 of them. It was a while ago. What was that game called? Time Splitters. Remember that? Time Splitters? It was just a good old-fashioned first-person shooter type situation. And it was neat. It was simple, and you could do. We used to do LAN parties with that back when I think it was for the 360, Xbox 360. Well, you used to you would hop in the game, and it was about time travel, and you would go back to like the pirate days and have like a big shoot 'em up in the pirate days, or you would go forward into the future and have a big shoot 'em up in the future, and it was all about time travel and shooting each other. But it was a fun game. We used to play it a lot. And my favorite character back in the day was a guy, I think he was called like Lazerbolt Jones or something like that. I don't quite remember. But there was one of the futuristic characters. His name was Lazerbolt. And I played him all the time. And I don't know, just over the years, I just started using the name Lazerbolt. And I don't know, every time I started a new account, I'm Lazerbolt. Every time I started a new game, I'm Lazerbolt. And it just kind of stuck after a while. So yeah, I know it's weird. It doesn't really pertain much to flight sim. Lazerbolt seems kind of weird, you know. Especially like people are like, "Yeah, what's this? Going to go to this flight sim channel. It's called Lazerbolt." That doesn't almost make any sense. But that is exactly how it started. That's the deal there. Always good to see James Holmes. He's usually getting about ready for bed about this time. But it's nice to see him sticking around a little bit. Sorry, Travis.
Sorry. I kind of mentally attribute it to like Star Wars, like shooting a blaster or something. It's kind of like a laser bolt.
Right, I am a big Star Wars fan, and that's probably why in the first place that I chose that character. Just because he was kind of a sci-fi sort of dude. And yeah, that's how I got the name Lazerbolt. Little game called Time Splitters. There was like Time Splitters 2 and 3, and they haven't made another one in a long time. But it was a great game. I used to love it. And I'm not that big into first-person shooters, but that was fun. Let's see here.
Certainly tell the difference in size between the C-17 and the C-30.
Oh, it's a huge difference. That C-17 is a monster.
Yeah,
Am I blocking your view, Travis?
Let's just say your rear looks fine.
Okay.
Checking out.
You must
And that's
work out. You must work.
Why does it smell so bad back here?
Hey, Wingnut, now does that mean you got to change your name since you don't have any nuts?
Nice.
Well, just don't have the ones up on the dash like you all do.
That was
I
a
like
good
those
find.
nuts up there. They're kind of handy. Alrighty, I think I'm just about ready here. Let's get set. Like I said, we're going to take off out of here, turn left to heading of 210,
Oh,
and climb to 10,000 feet. And try to maintain 260 indicated, 260 indicated. I am almost ready. Thanks for bearing with me here. Alright, 10,000 feet. Hope I haven't forgotten anything too important. Turn the lights on.
Programmed your FMS, your CNN, CNI.
I did. That's the most important thing right there. I think I'm all set. Alright. Let's see here. Hopefully my flaps are already out. Good deal. Parking brakes off. Okay, I hope everybody's ready because I am, and let's get going. We're about 5 minutes or 10 minutes late at this point, but that's no biggie. It's Friday night. It's time to relax. Let's see here. Lazerbolt is spooling up. We're rolling. Let's go.
Well, right as I started rolling, I got WASM crash on all of my screens.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's the orange screen kind of thing going on there.
Yeah.
I hate that. That doesn't happen too often to me, but when it does, it's a pain. This
I've never
my
gotten it.
crash did it screwed up all my hardware too. I'm gonna have to do all my stuff in game. Yeah, there's
can
already
still
an
fly.
instance of the plug-in running. Well, that ain't good.
You can't. You won't get very far that way with the orange screens.
No, and
Oh.
there's really no fix for that. You just got to kind of start over.
I could just follow laser.
Yeah, you
I
spawn
don't have
behind
an
us.
airspeed indication. That might be a little bit of a problem. You know, laser, if you
Alright.
just don't stall your airplane, I think I'll be okay.
I'll try not to. Alright, look at this great group flight we got going on here with everybody.
Guess who's here?
Coast! Hey, greetings, buddy. I see you,
Good.
Compass Coast back there. It's good to see you, man. How are you? Happy Friday.
Very, very happy.
Very, very happy.
Well, that's good to hear.
Well, it sounded like E-order when you said that.
You
Got
have,
that
you have
reference.
to,
It's my birthday, and all I've got is this red balloon.
you have to completely close the sim for this LASM thing, or just reload into the flight?
You might have to, well, maybe just to flat out restart the flight. It'll put you right back at this airport. Everything will be the same. That might do it. Not 100% sure on that, though, but it might.
Yeah, I'll try it.
I feel like that has worked for me in the past. I'm doing quite a fast ascent over here, so I should be up to altitude. Big hurry. I'm already climbing through 7,700 up in here. So fear not if you can't keep up with my crazy ascent. Anybody that I've got as a passenger right now probably not liking this at all. But once I level out, we're going to be doing 260. Here we go, leveling off 10,000. Get my terrain awareness warning radar happening here. There we go. We have radar.
Wish they'd add the pitch control to a nut.
Yeah, I know. That's, yeah, big pain that you have to do that over on the side. There's a third nut sitting there not doing anything. Our first stop of the evening is beautiful Adelaide in the southern part of Australia. Real nice looking place. Of course, it's a huge international airport, and we will have an ILS approach going on. I'll give you those numbers here in a minute. Yeah, this gives me a straight up 301 ground speed, so that's pretty nice off of a 260 indicated. That'll get us there. This first leg is the longest leg of the evening. Yeah, it's always nice to see our buddy Captain Hopper wishing us a happy flight day. Let's see, he's been doing a whole lot of Destiny type stuff lately, and there's a lot of news around Destiny at the moment, so there's a lot of people with questions, and he's the guy to go to. Go to Captain Hopper, his YouTube channel, CAPT Hopper, and yeah, he's got all the answers over there.
What the heck?
Alright, tailhook right on me. Tailhook I see is in the C-17 as well. No Blackbird for you tonight, tailhook.
No, I went ahead and upgraded deluxe premium package, whatever, $47.
Right.
I hadn't had the 17 with it. Can't get it. outside of Tim.
Yeah, that's a
So-
pretty nice airplane. It's like we were saying earlier that they used to give us that. There was the creator of that airplane used to give it to us for free, and
Right.
it was such a good aircraft, and it's so well made for a freeware aircraft that they incorporated it into the actual game itself. Now it's a default. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty nice one.
Yeah. Thought I'd give it a good test to see what are you guys seeing?
I've got you in a C-17 because, like I said, it's a default aircraft.
But livery of it?
Looks like it's kind of blue on the bottom with an orange stripe and then white on top, kind of.
Huh.
A two-tone.
Yeah, it should be. Thought I had a military livery.
That's what I'm seeing. It's gray with the HH on the tail and an orange stripe across the top by the T-tail.
I might
can't
not
tell.
have all the liveries for this thing. But yeah, like I got one. It's like I said, it's blue on the bottom, white on top. And it says Boeing.
Oh, it's the show off Boeing.
Looking nice. At least it's the right aircraft. It looks remarkably similar to that one Kenny is just flying, the A400. That's another great aircraft there. They're sort of similar, but the 17 has a jet engine, and the A400 has props.
Yep.
So I'm almost inclined to like the props better. If I was going to fly one of them, I just like props. But there's nothing wrong with that C-17 at all. It's a nice beast.
Yeah, flying the 400. No, that's different thing to wrestle.
400's almost a little difficult. It is. It's kind of particular. It flies really good with the autopilot and the electronics, but when you're flying it by stick, it's a little bit of a wrestle.
That's I need better at avion. Entering all that in, just making right. It's like I'm always something wrong and not on track, not picking up.
Right. Yep, doggone it, Tailhook. You still have that weird thing where your voice cuts out, and
Huh?
we only hear about every other word that you're saying. And it's a shame.
Huh. I did turn the fan off and all that good stuff from last week.
It's almost like a sensitivity thing it has, where if it's too sensitive, we can hear everything in your background, or if it's not sensitive enough, something like that. But it sounds like it's too sensitive and it's cutting you off mid-sentence. It's a shame that it's doing that. I like hearing you talk. Yeah, I saw that picture, you and your son, and you're on your motorcycle there. That's pretty cool. Tailhook son looks like, I don't know, your son Tailhook looks like he's maybe 20, 30, like
Is that better?
that. Well, so far, I understood that.
Went ahead and turned on noise suppression. Yes, now. As long as you can hear me, yeah, my son, he's as you big out guy.
Right. Yeah. When I say I saw you on your motorcycle with your son, I didn't want people to think it was your 2-year-old. It's like, no,
Oh,
it's
no.
your actual, your full-grown son.
He's a big one. He's a big one.
Well, cool.
Have it.
Yeah, it looks like you
Yeah,
guys
but,
are having a good day.
Yeah, that was the other picture I saw along with Tuskegee Airmen.
Oh yeah, that's right. Last week you said you went and saw that. Yeah, one thing, like I said, I'm not sure if it's 100% fixed yet, but like if you've got Discord open, and you know how your name lights up when you're talking, watch your name tag as you're talking. You'll see it blinking instead of staying solid, and that's what I'm talking about. It kind of just comes and goes.
Yeah, there's actually settings in Discord where you can fine tune it to match your volume in your mic.
And input. Yes. They have voice isolation. I'm not sure if that's going to help.
No, that might even hurt.
If you've got any enhancements on, turn them off.
Well, it's to me it does sound just like Longhorn said. I've mentioned it a couple times before, where it sounds like it's that Discord. I don't know. I call it a noise gate, but I don't think it's actually a noise gate. But it's it might just be voice activated, like a threshold or something. Like I said, if it's down too far, we can hear everything going on in your house, and if it's up too far, it cuts your speech off.
Yeah,
One of
it
those
starts
things.
clipping.
There's a million options on there too, so it might be hard to find.
Windows default headset from Poly, whatever.
Right. It doesn't sound
But
like it's a headset issue. You sound great when we can hear you.
Try repeating what you just said, but say it louder.
Maybe put the daggone mic down near my face. Maybe that's better.
That I heard
Actually-
everything you just said there.
Yep, I heard
Okay.
every word of that.
Yeah, get it near the pie hole here. There you go. That might help.
Good old hardware.
Yeah, that cookie hole.
Yeah. Yeah.
It might have been
I
as
work
simple
on-
as that. Who knows? It might have been
Yeah.
just that simple.
And here I'm a
Alright.
drummer. I'm a drummer, and I do wear a headset on my drum. But okay.
Pilots, our first destination is Adelaide International, Yankee Papa Alpha Delta. When we get there, we're going to be landing on runway 23. It's pretty much straight in, which is good. I like straight in. It's a big one, 10,000 feet of asphalt over here. Not much elevation, it's right at sea level, but it has an ILS frequency. So, the ILS frequency for the localizer at Adelaide is 109.7. 109.7. Go ahead and put that in right now. And you will notice that the course heading for this runway is a 222. 222 magnetic on the course heading there. Let's see here. 109.7. Alright. Got that in my V1 navigation radio here. And then give it a good old 222 on your window nuts. Just like that, we're all set up for that approach. Yeah, it is very straight in for this approach. That ought to work out pretty nicely. The little harbor town of Adelaide. It's not very little, it's a big place. Like I said, I looked it up on Wikipedia, and it just this place is consistently voted one of the most livable cities on planet Earth. I didn't explain what that means, but they did say that it's affordable to live there. Everything's really nice. It's very they got a lot of like culture centers and museums and stuff like that. A lot of things to do, a lot of music, and it sounds like a pretty nice little place. Always loved that bird that Mia flies, that one with the zebra stripes. That was pretty cool. Yeah, Wingnut, I'm not sure exactly which one you're in, but you got like a white and red tail with a picture on it. It's like
No, mine says Altus, like AETC.
really.
Gray airplane with a yellow stripe down the middle and like a white triangle at the top.
Huh. No, it's giving me weird stuff for you guys' liveries. At least I have the correct airplane. It looks nice. But yeah, you
that's-
look like you're completely gray with a red and white tail. And there's a picture
Like
of
you-
something. I can't tell. It almost looks like a maple leaf, but I don't think so.
Yeah, it
Oh, it
looks
is a
like
maple
a
leaf.
maple. Maybe back it
Okay.
does. Yeah, but like you said, some kind of care.
Huh. No.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it looks good. I can at least
Yeah.
see you.
That got me interested to see what it is on his tail.
Like I said, it looks like a maple leaf with something else on it, but I might be wrong. I got an old lady doing my tactical officer stuff back here today. That's the first time I've had a woman as a tactical officer. Okay. Hey, girl.
Yeah, I'm seeing nothing Canadian liver.
Uh,
Is that on the
I've had a lady who was my tactical officer for almost 50 years.
Congratulations.
Two months, 50 years.
2 months, buddy.
Wow.
Yeah, nice, man. We have
Well,
had
daughter-
the most perfect weather in these last 2 weeks. Just been absolutely in the high 60s. I think today it was like 67 degrees. Just absolutely perfect. Beautiful blue skies.
82.
82. You guys are... That's weird that you're warmer than us. That's a lot warmer than us. We're not supposed to hit the 80s until like another week or two.
Next
not sure
week
I'm
you
looking
get
forward
into
to that.
Get into 90s.
Yeesh,
Oh,
I'm not
geez.
looking forward to that, that's for sure. It's too humid around these Great Lakes to have 90 degrees.
I'm close to you there, Coast. I've been living with a warden for about 45 years.
Yeah,
Living with the warden.
Multifunctional jobs, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you better be good at everything.
Yeah, that's one thing I said last week. Hear me? That was my wife and I's 8th wedding anniversary.
8 years. Yeah.
No, 38.
It's 38. Okay. So you're still cutting out a little bit
That's
there.
a
But
cut. That's a cutout right there.
38. Yeesh.
We're on 30 here.
Right on. Oh, you guys must be doing something right.
Dodging bullets.
Keep moving. Don't know.
Yeah.
Keep
Keep
moving.
moving.
Yep. Serpentine.
Frying pans.
Yeah. Dodge them frying pans.
Well, the only woman to make me start. Keep her.
Very cool. Man, we got everybody up here now. Look at that.
Oh, I did have a indicated airspeed. It's right under the altitude on the thing, but yeah, I guess when those WASM things come up, you can't put your gear up and your flaps back in.
Oh,
So
really?
That's why I restarted. Yeah.
Did you try by any chance doing your on the tablet over there? Do the full start procedure on your tablet?
I did it at the beginning, but I think that might have been blanked out too. I
Right.
don't know if I checked it, actually, to be honest.
Because that might be a decent way to reset a bunch of stuff. But it might be a decent way to break a bunch of stuff too. I don't know. I love that there's an ILS approach here at this first airport. It looks like that. One of the things we're going to see on the way into Adelaide is a little thing called the Adelaide Oval. Big sporting arena type coliseum. There's a little bit of everything there. And it is a gigantic oval with a big green field inside. They do soccer games there, tennis. They do racing because it's got a big oval track around it. It's just a multifunctional sports complex. It's pretty nice. And yeah, it's huge. It's got an open top though, so you can fly over it and we'll look right in and see what's up. Oh, Longhorn, you okay?
Yeah, that's weird. My autopilot keeps shutting off.
Oh, does it?
Second time it's done that to me. The switch just shut off.
I feel like I had that the other day when I was testing this flight. This airplane likes to throw curveballs, man. Just like I said, it's so complicated. There's just all these little things that creep up.
Yeah, I've had that happen several times.
Hopefully, as they, you know, as time goes along, they'll figure out all that stuff and patch it here and there. It seems like there's always something. It's my favorite aircraft, but boy, when it goes bad, it goes real bad.
Yeah, I've never had that happen before, but twice now. It just, out of the blue, it's like somebody reached down and flipped that switch off, but
And
I
then
wasn't
you-
even touching anything.
Yeah, and then when you go down there and try to flip it, it just automatically flips off. It won't accept on. Yeah, like I said, I had that exact
Oh,
same.
actually,
Had that exact same thing happen to me a couple days ago. Only time that ever happened.
I had that last week where the autopilot wouldn't want to go on after it tried to throw me to the ground, remember?
I remember that. $123 miles out, and we are making good time. Yep, for that one that tail hooks in, it says BC-17X Boeing, red, white, and blue. It's white on top, blue on the bottom, with a red stripe.
Yeah, I see your stream. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. But when from my perspective, he's just a gray military C-17.
Right.
there it goes
Oh,
again.
it
Just
looks
shut
nice.
off. I wonder if it's because I'm getting in people's like wake or something.
Do you have that off?
Yeah, but you know, I was flying all by myself the last time that happened to me. Like I said, it was just a couple of days ago when I was putting together this flight plan, and that happened to
It
me.
always,
I can't
is
remember
it
how I
all three
fixed it. It
times?
didn't seem like it was hard to fix,
Yeah.
but I think what I had to do is I had to restart the flight back at the airport, and that fixed it.
yeah, all three times that it's happened, I was like right up behind Wingnut and kind of crossing over behind him.
That wake turbulence just got to be too much, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay over here a little bit and see if it shuts off again.
Yeah, I just got caught in the still. You getting it right?
Yeah. I think for group flights, that wake turbulence is more of a negative than a positive.
Yeah, I turned that right off. I turned it off because it was screwing with my frame rates. Bad.
I am glad that they put it in there as an option, though.
Well, it's neat. I mean, it's more realistic that way, so it's nice that they're continuing to make it, you know, worrying about realism. And I can see that's a pretty complicated thing to try to model.
I'm just wondering if it is the wake turbulence that's doing it, and those C-17s put out probably a pretty decent amount of it. That maybe
Probably.
it's like causing my plane to try to make some adjustments that it's not capable of making with the autopilot, so it just shuts my autopilot
Right.
off.
And autopilots do that for sure. When there's something that's a little bit out of the ordinary, it shuts itself right off.
And I'll stay over here to the right and see if it stays on this time.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to our buddy Crow Air. He was with us here for a second. It was nice seeing him.
turn
Like I
on
said,
the-
we ain't seen him
Yeah,
or
he's
his
up
brother
there
in a
with you.
while.
Might be a little higher than you guys, but I
Mm.
see his
Yeah.
name tag up
Might
there
be.
with you guys.
You said you do
Yeah,
see him? Oh, there he is. Yeah, okay. Dirt. Yeah, I'm looking behind.
Yeah,
there
so-
he is.
17,000 feet in a TBM.
Yeah, about 9 miles
930.
ahead.
Yeah.
And he switched aircraft over to that TBM. Maybe the other one wasn't quite quick enough. I believe he's kind of local to me. I think he's just a bit north where I live. He's a little more like North Michigan, near Traverse City, I believe.
Just out of curiosity, Laser, what's your ground speed?
Ground speed 299. It's kind of hovering between 299 and 300.
Alright, sounds good. I'll be catching up in a little while.
Yep, 300.
I hope Croair doesn't think he's trying to catch up to us.
No, I think he knows better than that.
It's like, I know they're up there somewhere. I'll just keep going.
Keep going, push it. All right, 100 out. As a reminder, we're coming in on runway 22, I believe, or 23. Double check that. This is runway 23. Got that ILS frequency of 109.7. So Travis and Kineas both, you guys both like this game, but the Kingdom Come series, I finally bought that first one, Kingdom Come 1. I guess it's just called Kingdom Come Deliverance, but it's the first one. And it's on sale right now on Steam for $6. And I'm like, well, that's a good deal. I'll give them $6 for that game. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah,
All day long.
Yeah, I've got about 5 hours into it, and it's pretty cool. I'm digging it. It is one of the most in-depth, complicated RPGs I've ever played. I mean, it is an RPG right down to the nuts and bolts, man, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, the combat system is probably the only warning. I would suggest try not to get irritated. It's kind of complex and takes some getting used to, but if you got it, then you're
yeah,
good.
but once you get it, you're gonna love it.
Yeah. Oh, I can already see just by messing with it. I'm not very far into it to where I've had to fight much. Certainly not sword fighting. But I see what they're going for. I see how they, But I'm using, when I was watching Kineas, I think he was using mouse and keyboard to play. I'm using the controller. And it doesn't seem all that bad with the controller. Like, the right stick does, it does your different stances, hold your sword to the left, right, overhead, down. And then you use your shoulder buttons to do your swings and pokes and all that. And yeah, I've only had my first combat training with a dude fighting with like wooden swords. But yeah, I can see what they're going for. I'm not very good at it yet, but I know what they're trying to get me to do.
Yeah, if you like medieval, historical, anything, man, your jaw's gonna drop.
Yep.
Especially like running a 4K monitor. It's absolutely beautiful.
Oh, it's beautiful. And for a game that was made, the part 1 was made back in 2018. So that's not a new game, and it just looks stunning. It's really great. So immersive. And it's one of those too where every single character in the game is fully voice acted, and it's quite an achievement. It must have really taken them some time to make that game. Holy moly.
Yeah, the second one is like way more in depth. At least
That's the
what
one
they
that I
said
watched.
on
I watched Kineas play that a little bit on his stream, the second one, and yeah, I was impressed right away.
You often say that the Rockstar games are masterpieces. I think that when you're done with that one, you're gonna feel that Warhorse Studios is also knocked out masterpiece.
Oh yeah, I can tell they didn't leave any stones unturned. I mean, they really went out to make an absolutely masterful RPG, in every way, and so far I love it. It's great. I can see I'm going to continue loving it. Just the world that you can inhabit, and it's a neat RPG where it's first person and you're just running around doing your thing. I love it.
Yeah, and as long as you're not pushing the main quest and moving the story along, you can take as much time as you want to build up your skills, build up your stats, explore things, and then ease on into the storyline and advance the story as you want.
Yeah, that's the kind of game I like.
Yeah, it doesn't railroad you.
There's a lot of times, as a matter of fact, if I feel like I'm doing a little bit too much in the story mode, I'll just do a bunch of side quests and stuff to, give myself a little more time in that world. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm digging it. Like I said, for $6, it's an absolute steal. It's an absolute bargain.
And you had mentioned when you're doing Red Dead Redemption, you spent so much time just doing the treasure hunting. And there's a lot of treasure hunting in that one as well. If you
I see that.
take the time.
I ran into a guy that had a treasure map for sale, but I'm nowhere near being able to afford it.
He won't get rid of it, don't worry.
No, he won't.
Once you get your pickpocketing skills up, that's yours.
Yeah, I'm going to try to be a nice guy in that game. I usually try to be nice. But it's already to the point to where, and I've seen videos too that say that one of the things you're going to have to do, whether you're trying to be a nice guy or not, you're going to have to pick some locks here and there. You're going to have to break the law once in a while to get what you need. But hey, that's life.
I'd play the whole, maybe I shouldn't spoil it a little bit, but I played the beginning being the nice guy, and at the end I was like, yeah, I probably should have not been so nice.
Yeah, same
well,
here.
The dark side is
Dirty Henry.
Dark side is easier, more seductive.
Balance. But yeah, it's great. Laser, I had a little bit of a difficult time putting it onto mine, but in Steam, if you go to the maybe the sale page or whatever, there's a free HD texture update that I had to install separately.
Well, you must have owned the game before they put that in there permanently. Because the one I bought already had it already came with all of the modern updates, including HD audio even. So yeah. It had all that in one package. I just bought it and installed it, and it's glorious. What I like about it too is like it's a great sword and well, it's not sorcery. It's just sword and armor, back in the olden days kind of thing. It's not a fantasy game. There's no dragons and orcs and all this kind of stuff. It's just straight up medieval times with all of the factions fighting against each other and a great storyline going on. I can already kind of sense some things that are like they're trying to make you think a few people are good guys when they're probably gonna, in the long run, gonna end up bad guys. I don't want any spoilers, but that's what I'm gathering already. There's a couple of these people, like that dude that you're making the sword for in the very beginning of the game. Your dad's making a sword for this dude, and he seems like a really nice, the Baron of whatever, But then I'm starting to see some things that is like, wait a minute, like for instance, how did this guy escape the village burning? How did that happen? He had a good excuse, but that's a little weird. I think he's playing both sides,
You'll see.
Yep, my lips are sealed.
When you get to the main menu, when you load it up, just make sure that HD package, you can check there if it's active or not. Just make sure it's active, because it's a small piece, but you're missing out if you don't have that small piece.
Right. Well, I think it's just right in the settings now. It's right in the graphics settings. When you go in, as soon as if you set the graphics settings to ultra high, it gives you the warning saying ultra high is the stuff that we just added to the game, and we apologize if it don't work. You're running a risk of it, crashing, because this is all kind of experimental new. But it works great. I put everything on ultra, and it's great. And they said the ultra settings are for advanced systems in the future. Well, the game is made in 2018, so I have an advanced system of the future, for them.
I think they just don't want to disappoint people that...
Well, they're just covering their ass. If it crashes your game, they want to be like, see, we told you. Alright, we're going to have to start thinking about descending here before too long. We're only 57 out. Remember, we're going to be doing that ILS approach. We're going to pick up the ILS right about the time when we're 26 out. So that means I'm going to drop her down here before too long, maybe another 10 miles. I'm going to drop down to 4,000 feet, and that should be just underneath the glide slope. I'm not doing that yet, but here in a few miles.
I will say that Red Dead Redemption in their environments definitely gives Kingdom Come. I wouldn't even say it gives it a run for its money. I think it's some of the environments and the lighting and the fog and the mist in Red Dead just blows the pants off Kingdom Come. It's truly a beautiful game.
Well, both of those games do a lot of the same things right. You know what I mean? They do it right. You can tell they didn't chintz on anything. And Red Dead Redemption's also famous for its just fantastic voice acting. You know, anybody you run into ever, and there's thousands of characters, and they're all voice acted, and they all sound great, and it's a just amazing story going on. That's one of my favorite games there, Red Dead Redemption 2. And they did it good. They did it good, just like this Kingdom Come developer. They did it right. They didn't cut corners.
A much more limited budget than Red Dead, and they did a pretty good job for what they had.
Well, I am digging it.
I can't wait to get back to number 2. I'm almost thinking about starting from the beginning. I probably only have like 15 hours in it, but still.
Well, I'm going to begin slowly descending down to 4,000 feet here. We got Will Racer up in here in the chat, and he's right. He's telling me that I'm over-speeding my landing lights. That is true. When I took off, I did not turn off my landing lights. I usually don't worry about them too much, but yeah, we'll go ahead and turn those off. Increase my descent rate here just a little. Will Racer says 20 years as a C-13 or C-130 crew chief. Is this blood boiling? Right on, Will Racer. 20 years as a crew chief over there on the Herky Birds. Cool. Yeah, you and my buddy Bob might have a lot to talk about. He was a ground crew on C-130s as well.
And yet here I am flying a C-17.
Well, you've been looking at them all the damn time.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with switching it up once in a while, you know. We fly the C-130 all the time, and yeah, why not switch it up? As long as you can keep up with us, that's fine. As a matter of fact, we'd have trouble keeping up with you if you put the pedal to the metal.
Yep.
Only 34 out, so we will be getting a sign that that localizer is going to be in range here pretty shortly. Basically I got another 13 miles to get down to 4,000 feet, unless I'm going to be above the glide slope, and you never want to be above the glide slope.
I don't know. I'd have to argue being below the glide slope is worse. Just ask United.
Yeah, well, they were way below the glide slope.
Depends on how low.
They say four red in the bread.
Yeah, their pappy lights were all red. That's not good.
Is that the smack the top of that truck? Something?
Yeah, he didn't really actually hit the truck. He hit a light pole that hit the truck.
Yeah, that's good. That's better.
Yeah. There's probably less damage to the truck at least. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about a light pole swinging into the front window of my truck. I hope he didn't get any injuries to his eyes.
Yeah, well, anytime you get an airplane that close to you, it's not good. That close to your truck on the freeway.
No.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I am receiving the telemetry from the ILS frequency here. I'm going to turn to the left until I line up with it. We should automatically grab right on. Going full approach mode. Actually, I might want to slow down a little bit here. I'm going to slow down to 240. Glide slope armed, navigation armed. You're just waiting for the magic. Yeah, that's $6 for Kingdom Come. That's a good deal. That's 80% off. It's a good bargain. I can tell already I'm going to get my money's worth.
Oh yeah.
Probably coming out with a new version.
Well, they got part 2 already out, so you are correct. I'm not sure when that came out. I think it was sometime this year or recently.
It was about a year ago, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, good deal.
And that is the studio that got the license to do the Lord of the Rings open world RPG.
Well, that's good. It sounds like a good company actually got the license for that. One that's going to actually do it justice. Pretty happy there.
Yeah. And they're working on a third one, so by the time you finish number 2, maybe number 3 will be up.
I think it's going to be a long time before I'm finished with number 1.
It depends on how much time you put into it, but if you put a few hours a week into it, you know,
Yep.
you'll get through it.
Well, it's one of those two. I can tell that if you just stick to the main quest, you can probably finish it, a reasonable amount of time. But that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to go after all the side quests too.
Yeah, you're going to get hundreds of hours out of it.
I like the sounds of that. I love being immersed in a fully formed world like that. They do a great job.
I know I didn't do everything for Kingdom Come 2, and I had 250 hours.
Nice. Put a lot of time into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably be spending a lot of time with that one the next couple years.
I'm just locked onto the glide slope, so we'll be coming right on in. We're only 13 out, so let's do our speed and gear and all that good shit. Drop my speed way down and start flapping. Glide slope is captured.
That's funny. I was at 3,800 feet when it captured the glide slope, and it brought me up to 5,300.
Yeah, isn't that weird how it does that? I don't think it's supposed to do that, but that's
Nope.
what the Blackbird Sim does. And it's not always that dramatic. Sometimes it just brings you up a little bit. Like for me, it brought me up maybe 100 feet, and then I started descending. But I've had other times to where, yeah, like as soon as it latches on, it'll like bring me up 1,000 feet just to catch that glide slope, and it is not supposed to do that.
There's a big mining hole on the way. See you guys, I'm quite a bit behind you, so.
Is that the technical term? Big mining hole?
I think so.
Yeah, you'll see once we get up here, there's an actual point of interest marker on the Adelaide Oval. We're going to fly right over it. So get a good look at it when we go over. Like I said, they got all kinds of stuff going on here. They do soccer and tennis and motorsports even. Like I said, there's a big track going all the way around the outside of this thing. And when you look at it, it's like it's just a giant oval, and on the inside it's nice, well-groomed grass and stuff. But you know, it makes you wonder, well, what could they do there? Was that a soccer field or something? It's big enough where they do everything there. They do it all. You name the sport, and they can do it there. 6 out. I am going to slow to 140. Gear out. A perfect approach going on here. Looking good.
If you guys want to see my mining hole, I put a picture of it in the group flight channel.
Your quarry. Yeah, look at that. Look at that, the big oval shaped place going on here. Looks beautiful. Big open top kind of. It's big enough they can do whatever the hell they want. You see the track kind of going around.
Did you notice we're being buzzed by an F-18?
I saw somebody take off from the airport.
Yeah, he's flying all around us right now. He's above us now.
Oh, right on. Well, greetings, whoever it is. Welcome to the show.
I just got another resin crash. What's going on tonight?
Oh no. I see your big mining hole operation happening here. Okay.
Well, even if I don't have gear, I'm gonna still try to land it.
Yeah, who needs gear anyway? That's just a suggestion. Alrighty.
Oh, my altitude and stuff is frozen up.
Trying to slow down here so I don't run over Mia.
Yeah, I might select a different aircraft, unfortunately, and because twice is, I think, a sign. I don't know why though, because it worked fine last week. I never had this issue.
Yeah, I've had that issue before, but not like twice in a row like that. That's weird. Whew, I am getting a little bit tired of the way my stick acts. When I don't touch it for a while, I'm on autopilot. And then I go to the stick, it's just super sensitive. It is not behaving like it's supposed to. Mechanical issue on my X52 Pro.
Going over your head there, Laser.
Whoop, there you go. Bring that bird in. I'm going to go ahead and try to get off the runway here and get out of everybody's way.
Oh. Alright, I guess I'm just going to meet you at that airport because my throttles don't work either.
Oh, it's really gone to hell.
Yeah. Just the aileron, the primary doors.
Yeah, there it is. Was it Murloc? Something like that? Meritech? must be the fellow that's in the F-18.
Yeah, I see that.
Both you guys coming in looking good. Kineas and Longhorn. That Longhorn must have a hell of a crosswind. It's sending you all over the place.
I just did a 360.
Yeah, I saw your wingtip
Oh.
touch and it just kind of spun you around. You're
Okay.
doing live weather,
I'm
so you got some crazy winds or something?
Yeah, I had a 25 knot crosswind.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, that'll
probably
do it. Yeah, 25 knots. You should, yeah, there's a different runway. You could have almost landed on that. Wouldn't have been as fun because it doesn't have an ILS approach, but a 25 knot crosswind, that'll do it.
Well, hopefully I didn't hit the wings, because it's going to be fun taking off if I did.
Well, nice. Everybody got down relatively safe and sound. Got down anyway. I see tailhook switched over. It looks like the Blackbird C-130, what would that be? The
Wing. Fat Albert.
yeah, it looks okay. Fat Albert, exactly. I think Blue Angels Fat Albert is what I was trying to think of. That's an awesome airplane. That's the one I used to fly all the time. Till we got to Australia and I switched to something different. Different paint job, same airplane. Alrighty, I think, is everybody down here? Everybody except Travis? We'll get back out on the runway and we'll wait for Travis to come in and rejoin us. Hopefully his sim will start behaving itself.
I make a gamble and try a plane I've never tried before.
Ooh, what are you trying?
That Donier or something like that.
Oh, the Dornier? You know what? It says that thing goes like 300 and something. It says it goes way faster than it actually does. That's the only thing
Maybe
I know
not.
about that. And from looking at it, it's like, that doesn't look like it goes quite as fast as they say it does. And it don't. It does not go anywhere near as fast as they say it does.
Yeah, hell.
But it
You
might
can
keep,
go ahead and
it might keep
continue
up
out
though.
behind you
I
guys.
mean, it might keep up. We'll find out.
I'm on the other side. Nah, I don't want to mess with this VTOL thing. I think you're right. I'll just go back to the, I'll catch up with you guys.
Oh, is
I'll
it
be
a-
on the A10.
The Dornier is a VTOL?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's not the one I was thinking of then. The one I was
Join
thinking
in
of
the
looks just like a
217.
looks just like a little single engine Baron. Just looks like a little aircraft. This is what, he goes 320 knots or 350 knots? Get out of here.
Yeah, this one has some turbines on the wings and then like a little VTOL thing on the side.
Really? Yeah, you must
I don't
be
know.
in a different one than what I thought you were.
DO31. Let's get up with the here. That'll work.
Alright, get prepared to climb up to 10,000 again. That's what we're going to do on this second leg here. 10,000 feet. I'm going to try to maintain 260. Yeah, on this next leg, we have 150 miles to go. That's a little bit shorter than that last one. Actually, quite a bit shorter. We're going to take off, climb to 10,000 feet, turn right to a heading of 337. Turn right, way right, to a heading of 337. That'll get us on course. for our second stop of the evening. Like I said, that whole time we're trying to maintain 260 indicated. So what did you choose, Travis? Oh, a Thunder.
The Warhog. A10 Warhog.
Thunderbolt. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's not the one, but it is an A10.
Yep.
That's a nice airplane too. That definitely keeps up with what we got going on for the high end and the low end. Okay, everybody, give yourselves flaps. We're going to be out of here in about 30 seconds. It's just one of those cursed nights where a lot of people are having problems. That happens once in a while.
Escorting us in that, we're absolutely safe.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll keep us
I
safe
never
for
said
sure.
I know how to shoot.
That's okay. For the kangaroos, you just got to buzz them and they'll go away. We'll buzz the
Starting to
runway and
rain.
get the kangaroos off before we get there.
You got rain, Longhorn?
Yeah.
In game.
Here, right here tonight.
Yeah, I wish I had it in real life.
Hey, there's Miratech joining us in that Hornet, Super Hornet. Right on. I don't know if Miratech is watching the stream or not, but if they are, they probably know how to get the flight plan and information on where we're going. And greetings. Always like seeing these little fighter jet escort for us. They look great with these big birds. Okay, let's get these birds off the runway here. Time for leg number 2. Like I said, we're going to turn right to a heading of 337. Prepared for that. Right to 337. Lazerbolt is rolling. Yeah, once again it's telling me my trim is weird, but I'm not sure which way it's weird. Okay, I'm sure now. It was trimmed up a little bit. It's never good, but it worked.
See if I can take off without rolling it.
As soon as that nose gear lift up, you might flip.
We'll try to keep her on the grounds. Sorry, Coast. That was a lot smoother than my landing.
You didn't get hit by that wake turbulence? A lot
No,
of
I went
times.
and disabled it this time.
Oh, good. Yeah, like I said,
Yeah,
I
that
just as soon as they added it to the game, I disabled it because it was crashing my frame rates. And I think they have fixed the frame rate issue, but I still didn't reestablish it. I just left it the way it is.
Yeah, I have no frame rate issues, but it was anytime I got near or behind the group, it was just throwing me everywhere.
Yeah, I sure do like this Blackbird, but it has some issues. They still, you know, we got to remember that it's only been out for a few months, and it's going to take a few service packs to make it actually 100%.
A little nicer for both us and them if things were a little bit more consistent with the cause of some of the issues.
Well, a lot of the issues we're having is we're all having the same issue, so you would think that they're aware of it.
Yeah.
But it might be one of those cases too where fixing that will break through other things, and they're just trying to get to a way where they can do it without breaking stuff. Yeah, the people outside on the street are really hooping it up tonight. It's Friday night, and they know it.
See some kind of factory down there on my right wing. Got smoke coming out of the smokestacks.
Oh yeah, right there on the river. I wonder what they're making.
Yeah, like an island or something. And
Looks like a big plant, whatever it is. This town of Adelaide is so far to the south, it's a little bit like us being so far to the north. You know what I mean? They're very far south.
They're upside down, remember?
It's true, but they still got to worry about, I mean, they're not too far from Antarctica. And it is their winter right now. We're inbound for Port Augusta. Yankee Papa Alpha Golf, Port Augusta. Probably a nice place. Not a huge runway here, guys. It's about half the length of that last one. But it's still long enough for us. 4,500 feet. There's no problem there at all. No elevation to worry about to speak of. So, when we get to Port Augusta, count on runway 33. We'll be coming in on 33.
Think you're feeling off there, Bob.
Once again, it'll be pretty straight in.
I had a steep climb on and it went in a stall.
Climbed up to 10,000 in a hurry, eh?
Yeah, I was messing with my rate of climb switch over there and it got out of control.
No. Well, it looks like you got right back up in the air, so that's good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, it's going to be airport days around here tomorrow. There's like 3 different airports that all have like all kinds of air shows and stuff going on.
Really? Like a little open
Yeah.
house, invite people, come check it out and stuff?
Yeah, we're having up the lake. It's called what do they call it? The Clear Lake Sunsplash. They got about 15 to 20 seaplanes flying in that are going to do demonstrations for takeoff and landing off the lake. And
Cool.
they actually said something about I have a flight simulator set up, so I might have
Really?
to check that out.
That's cool. I love a good seaplane, boy. Like I said, a Goose. Or if I was going to own an airplane, I would love to have one of those Icon A5s.
Oh yeah.
That would be great. You could tow it behind your car because you can fold the wings up. You can land it anywhere because they don't go that fast. It just looks like the perfect airplane to have around here in Michigan. We've got a lot of water.
Okay, remember now. You remember what the slow down procedure is in that? Remember?
And the Icon A5,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the one that we used to fly was a little bit different. It had way more horsepower than the actual one did. But
Remember how we used to slow down in that thing? Remember?
I don't know. Just pull back on the throttle.
Oh,
Like-
open the canopy.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It acted like a frickin' speed brake, basically. You open the canopy and it'd come to a dead stop. Now that was the one our buddy Storm put a lot of work into that, and Yeah, it was a nice little airplane. We flew that a lot. It was a lot of fun too because we would take it places like I had a flight in the Amazon River, and we'd fly it in the Amazon River, and we would land and fold the wings up, and then it's just like a boat. You can go as fast as you want, and it won't take off because the wings are put away. And we would have boat races down the Amazon. It was a lot of fun. We used to do that. I don't know, a couple times we did that and had a good time. We used to fly that around the Solomon Islands as well.
That's the plane that broke my fear of landings and made me want to learn how to fly. Keep learning how to fly.
The Icon?
Yeah, they introduced it in Microsoft Flight.
Right. Okay.
And I had a phobia of landing. I just couldn't stick a landing to save my life. And I just thought, well, this plane looks fun. It's not so complicated. Looks more like the interior of a car. So I started flying it around, and then I started sticking my landings. 10% of my landing, 20%, 30%, and I thought, okay, I'm going to keep learning.
Nice. Yeah, the only downside of that aircraft is it's not very good if you're in a hurry. It's pretty slow. But, I mean, like I said, if I was going to actually own an aircraft, I would love to have one of those. It'd be great. Convenient. Dustin Crowfoot here says, I just helped my flight instructor with a Sea Ray. Cool. Says we flew it for a few days ago. We'll be flying it to Florida in a few days. Right on, Dustin. Yeah, that's a cool little airplane too, that Sea Ray.
Mia's stairs are down.
Probably not. It probably just looks like it. We got Travis up here with that Warthog, looking good.
Nice thing about that Icon is at least the way they had it simulated in flight. The one in the simulator is a little bit underpowered, but it can turn on a dime. At least in flight, the challenges that you have are flying around hotels and flying around golf courses and wind farms. So you have to be able to drift the thing and really be a throttle jockey.
Yeah, it was pretty agile, little airplane.
Yeah.
I think it's in this sim too. As a matter of fact, I'm sure of it. They've got a version of it in this one. The one we used to fly, though, our buddy souped it up, and it would go like 250 knots. It was way overpowered.
Tail looks like an F-35?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Oh, you switched out of the Hercules there. Causing you problems?
Yeah. Yes. I started having an issue, so I went ahead and switched over.
Everybody's having trouble tonight, including me. Especially with this Blackbird. Don't know what's in the air, but it's being pretty picky.
Bitchin' Betty.
Yeah.
Or must have switched into something because now his label says C-750. So I don't know what that stands for.
Who? Who switched?
Crowair.
Oh, right on. Yeah, he's not in the same thing he was when he landed, is he? Look how I can see your turbine spinning, Travis. It's well modeled. .97 out. Reminder, when we get to Port Augusta, we're coming in at runway 33. Could hardly be more straight in. Runway 33, 5,000 feet of bituminous. don't see Mia. Hopefully she's not having system problems too, like everyone else is.
I just passed her.
Oh, did you? Alright, she's still up here though. I can barely see name tags. There's so many white clouds around. The white name tags get washed right out.
Hey, they have a fix for that, you know.
Yeah, and it's a real easy fix too.
Green, some are red for me.
Get out your crayons.
Well, what we need to do, as soon as tonight's flight is over, one of you guys need to say, hey dude, put those name tags in.
Yeah, just drop it in your community folder and there you go.
Well, I'm not doing it in the middle of a flight.
Well, yeah.
And I know it's that
probably
easy.
would, yeah.
I just, when I'm not in the middle of a flight, I never think of it.
Yeah, probably wouldn't take anyways till you restart Flight Simulator.
Probably. But like I said, when we get on the ground, that'd be the perfect time to remind me.
Yeah, she's about 1.5 miles behind me, and I'm about 8 miles behind you guys.
Right on.
That's what I think. Couldn't tell who was right behind you.
We got
The
a
name tag was,
301
matched.
ground. 301 ground speed.
334 trying to catch up. I forgot to turn off my approach button, so it was sending me off into nowhere's land.
Oh, right on.
So I was doing a couple circles around the airport before I figured it out.
It's like, why isn't this working? Yeah, the first thing I always do is I try to remember to change the CDI over to iNav.
Yeah, I got
Usually
that
does.
far. I just didn't hit the approach button, so it was still trying to take me back to the beginning of the runway.
Just trying to land you again. Well, didn't want to leave beautiful Adelaide.
Good boy.
Yeah, we had a lady down the street. Her first name was Adelaide.
It's a pretty name. Kind
She
of
stayed in,
reminds
her,
me of.
stayed in her house to 101.
Never left, huh?
When she
Okay.
left her house, she was 101 years old.
Oh, wow, we.
Wow.
Good job, girl. The name Adelaide reminds me of like back in the cowboy days.
I think of like Old English.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
It's an elegant name. I think it sounds pretty cool.
It is.
Meanwhile, I'm just stuck here with Robert.
Just Robert.
But Bob,
Eh?
Well, my real name is Ken. That's not that exciting. Good old Kenneth over here. Kenneth Lazerbolt.
So you just need to meet a woman named Barbie.
Every girl I've ever met that was named Barbie was a complete psycho.
I've never met one, so
Really, I've met a couple. And trust me, they always go, oh, Ken.
Yeah, that's like my name, Marcus. Thanks. And
Yeah, what's in a name?
in the band days back in the 80s, it's always Party Marty.
Yeah, my last name is Lichty. And back in my band days, back in the 90s when I was in the band, everybody in the band used to call me Lichto instead of Lichty, so my nickname was Lichto. And yeah, that got some questions. Had a number of people ask other people in the band, why do they call him Lichto? It's like, well, it's kind of his last name.
That.
Yeah. It's a nice, good German name. Lichte.
Does that have anything to do with light?
It does, yeah. Back in the olden days, the Lichte was the guy who would go around town lighting all the lamps, all the lanterns. He
Yeah,
was
I
the
remember
light
Arnold's-
keeper,
Arnold's
basically.
German.
Yeah, so, yeah. The Lichte used to be the guy that took care of all the lights in town. Hey, just a reminder to anybody watching, if you would ever want to join us, we would love to have you. It's a great time. We take it pretty casual around here, and we enjoy our Friday nights. And yeah, it's real easy to do. The information is in the discussion of the YouTube video. The description down there shows what we're flying and where we're going, and all of our speeds and all that good stuff, all the airports. And it's pretty easy to join us. We would love to have you. There's even a link there where you can join us in Discord, but you don't have to do that. There's a lot of people that just prefer to fly with us and not join us in Discord, and that's fine. We would just love to see you up in the air. So yeah, one of these days, if you felt like joining us, just go ahead and do it. A good way to get the game for cheap is it's on Game Pass. If you got Game Pass, go ahead and grab it there. That's a good way to do it. Reminds me, when we get to Yankee Papa Alpha Golf, that is going to be our penultimate stop for the evening. We always take 10-minute break. That is tradition around here. 10 minutes when we get to the second to the last airport of the night. So you can go down and like and subscribe. You can let the dog out. You can install the game. You probably got plenty of time to do that, and you can meet us at that airport. So I watched a few more episodes of that show, that Spider-Man, Spider Noir type thing with Nicolas Cage. It's pretty cool. I've been digging it. I mean, it hasn't like absolutely floored me, but I'm enjoying it, so I like enjoying stuff.
Finished it. Really enjoyed it.
It's getting really good. Like, I can see, I'm about episode 4 right now, and I can see where the soup is getting thick. It's definitely leading up to some heavy stuff going on here. Interesting that it's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, and not on Disney.
Yeah.
Disney Plus.
Yep. I think this show is actually made by Sony and not Disney.
They have the rights, yeah.
Yeah, they got the they got the rights to it, but they can't use the actual Marvel version of Spider-Man because they basically optioned off the rights to Marvel so they could use Spider-Man in all their universe. But that's cool. I mean, I guess technically this means that Spider Noir is more of the what's that one, Venom? It's more in that universe than it is in the MCU.
Venom stuff is really interesting. Which is going to be interesting because they're going to be doing a Secret Wars here really soon, and in the comic book version of Secret Wars, that's where Spider-Man gets the symbiote suit.
Yeah, and that weird planet with the Beyonder and all that stuff. That is true.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I mean, I remember way back when I was little, I had like comics. They made comics back then that were like for little kids. You know, they were easy to read. They were. It might have even come with a record. You could put it on your record player, and it would like read the book to you as you're going through it. And I had a Spider-Man one of those, and I still remember to this day that Venom kind of came about when J. Jonah Jameson's son was an astronaut, and he went into space, and he picked up on the moon, he picked up like some kind of moon rock that was glowing green, and he brought it back to Earth, and he also had the black goo. The black goo stuck to his ship and made it back to Earth as well, and the black goo was made Venom. When Peter Parker touched the black goo, he turned into Venom. But that green gem that J. Jonah Jameson's son had turned him into a werewolf. because of course it was a moon rock, and werewolves are all moon related. And I thought that was all pretty cool. They never did anything with that storyline, but I just remember that thinking that was really neat storyline. You had everything. You had your astronauts and your moon missions and your evil Spider-Man with the black suit and a dude that turns into a werewolf because he had a moon rock.
I remember that. I can't remember if he ended up if he died.
No, I don't remember it either because it was like a one-shot sort of thing. It was they never really concluded it.
Maybe I'm thinking of Doom's kid when he died.
Might be. You know what? I'm realizing we're only 40 out, and we need to bring her down. I'm going to bring it all the way down to 2,000. So let's do that. I'm bringing this bird down 2,000. We're pretty much straight in for that runway 33. We don't need to worry about that. But yeah, need to bring these birds down. Toot sweet. Going down in a hurry.
Yeah, you are.
Didn't mean to go down that fast. Get this a little more under control. I think I made my tactical officer sick back there. Okay, that's a little more.
Well, now it's my turn for problems. My screens just went blank.
Oh no. You're not even in the Blackbird. It's something else entirely.
Oh, yeah, my displays went black and they've just come back on. How interesting.
Huh. Never heard you talking about them. Alright, bring her down.
Make sure you don't kick into the display cable on the way from your display card to your monitors. If they're on the floor near your feet.
Alright, don't pull them plugs. How's your system working lately, Coast? You got all your secondary monitors up and running? It's all good?
Everything's working.
Good beans. Other than that one little hitch I had in the very beginning where everything froze up on me, I'm doing pretty sweet up here. You know what? I just realized I made myself a drink at the beginning of the flight, and it's still sitting here. I haven't even touched it. What's wrong with me? It's Friday. Catch up a little.
Yeah, my track IR, I looked at it and the cable broke, just broke. I gotta resolder the cable that goes to the unit.
I would be interested to hear if that track IR still works with the new sim. I imagine it would. I would love to hear a little progress report on that if you ever get it up and running, buddy.
All it does is send signals to where the camera looks.
Well, I mean, it works under the same principle as like keyboard commands, basically. I mean, it's such a simple device. I don't see why it wouldn't work. There's not much to it.
Pretty sure it is supported, but I haven't tried it.
Yeah, I'd be interested if anybody did. I always thought that was a neat system.
Yeah, look mine up. I think I said that a week or two ago, and I just like you with the labels.
Yeah, I gotta get in and fix it. That means I gotta buzz out the cables a little bit.
Oh, we got Rain Man complaining about my lights now. My lights are not out anymore, Rain Man. Get off my back.
Hey Laser, have you checked your lights?
I should check them 3 times, I guess. I don't know. He might have just been responding to a previous comment when I did have them up.
That's got a 3-way switch. You got, when you retract your landing lights.
Yeah, because it's not just
green.
right. Having the light on is no problem, but the lights like physically come down like they would on a sports car. That's the problem.
Right. Yeah.
Well, we got to be getting pretty close here. We're 21 out, and I am just approaching my 2,000 feet here, so good beans. Reminder, we're going to take a quick 10 minutes once we get down on runway 33, back taxi to the beginning of the runway, and we'll find a place to park up and look real cool.
Grabbing my shades.
It is good to know, Rain Man, that 170 knots is the cutoff on those lights, though, because it doesn't say that on the rest of it. You know, like the chart that tells you about your flaps and all that doesn't mention anything about your lights, so that's good to know.
It seem a little low.
It does seem a little low, but you know,
understandable. I mean, it's pretty fast.
I mean, I just basically when I put my gear down, I'll turn my lights on, so that'll take care of both. For the landing gear, you got to be 150 or less. Speaking of, time to start slowing this bird down, big time. Start worrying about some flaps around here. Only 15 out. A nice looking area. A lot of water, got some clips happening. Yeah, I got Crow Air. Looks like he's in what's that, Cessna Citation? Pretty neat looking plane. I like that. I used to fly that a lot just because it has a great autopilot, great capabilities. You go fast or slow. Nice little Learjet looking sort of thing.
The beaches around here look really nice.
Oh, I bet they're beautiful. I don't know how many people are there right now, being it's the middle of winter for them. Of course, it don't look too snow covered, does it?
You gotta look harder, Longhorn.
Getting ready to go gear down. Rugged Brother says he wants to know how he can find us guys. He's loaded. Well, you could meet us at this airport if you want. That'd be a good place to look. We are coming into Yankee Papa Alpha Golf. Yankee Papa Alpha Golf. Make sure you are on the East USA server, and that's a good way to find us.
They always publish our flight plans on our website, msflightspot.net.
Yep. Yeah, in the description of the YouTube video, it will. There's a link to where you can go check all that out. And yeah, there's a PLN file that's supplied, so you can grab that and pop that into your EFB, and you'll be all set. So yeah, you got about 10 minutes. We're going to spend 10 minutes sitting here at this airport. Maybe you can load in and get this ball rolling for you. Yeah, you can notice this runway is almost perfectly in line with what we're doing. You all might see me pause for just a second. And I'm back.
Yeah, I'm glad that I found this group to fly with.
Yeah, buddy, we're glad to have you. We're been doing pretty good around here, having some good pilots join us.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody around here is pretty casual, and we take it easy and just have a good casual time on a Friday night. That airport code, Rugged Brother, the airport code is, double check here, Yankee Papa Alpha Golf. Yankee Papa Alpha Golf, YPAG. Yeah, my stick is so overly sensitive sometimes. It really bothers me. And changing the sensitivity settings does nothing. It's a hardware issue I've got. But as long as before I land I do a complete circuit with my stick, everything seems nice and smooth now. It's weird. And once I use autopilot, it gets weird again. It's always something. Everybody, don't forget your auto throttle. It's a common issue. I just did that last week and overshot the runway. Remember, this is a significantly shorter runway than that last one, but it's not too bad. Longhorn, I'm probably going to be coming in right behind you, buddy.
All right. Well, I've got about 8 people in front of me, so.
Right on. Yep, we're got a nice little approach happening.
Trying to keep it on 130, but.
Rainman says he spent 10 years flying the Herc. Nice. Best part of the job were the layovers with the crew in fun places. Plane always seems to break in Hawaii. Weird how that happens. Whoop, I'm reading the chat instead of watching what I'm doing here. I almost hit the ground. Alright, Longhorn.
Travis, that dust you kicked up was fantastic.
I ended up about 50 feet from the ground. It was a good thing I looked up when I did. Like I said, I'm looking at the chat here, reading it. Got the LA County Jail waiting for us.
I saw that.
Try to get this bird off the runway without causing a problem with anybody behind me.
Yeah, I'll go to the end of the runway so I don't get ran over.
There we go. Yeah, right on. Mirtech followed us the whole way. Good deal. We might have picked up a new pilot.
Awesome.
LA County Jail 420. I don't know what they're actually in, but I think I'm seeing them as a, well, it says a 737, 787. That should work just fine. Definitely keep up with us. It might be a little too big for some of the airports we visit, but probably not. Not for anything we got going tonight anyway. Ooh, it's rocky around here. My wingtips are almost touching. Some big potholes off the side of the runway. Alright, we'll call this 53 past the hour. A strange time, but 53 past the hour. At 3 past the top of the hour, we're going to be back up in the air. So basically, at the very top of the hour, we're going to get back on the runway and make our preparations for this final leg. So count on that. Good time to let the dog out. Grab a snack, grab a drink, get yourself comfortable. And it is Bugs Brother up here in the LA County Jail, 787. Right on. Greetings. Looks like you found us. Hopefully you can see us just fine. And we can see you. Yeah, here we are. Okay, everybody, 10-minute break. I'll be right back. I always love how helicopters just look. Just how they look when they're flying. They're sweet. I grew up an Army brat, so every day as a kid I would see helicopters coming and going. Dad was a helicopter pilot in the Army, 20 years. Got a soft spot in my heart for helicopters for sure. We have 10 pilots flying with us tonight. That's a pretty nice group. Alright, boys and girls, let's go ahead and take this runway back, and we'll be out here in 3 minutes. Try to give everybody enough room back there and still give myself enough room to take off. Dustin Crowfoot said he had a cat jump in his lap as he was hovering. That's not helpful. Alright, we're out of here in 2 minutes. This leg will be much like the previous two. We're going to climb to 10,000 feet. We're going to try to maintain 260 knots indicated. Let's see here. We're going to take a left-hand turn to a heading of 270. 270 will get you pretty close to on course. Hello. Yeah, our buddy Crow Air's got pretty good control over that chopper. Not the easiest thing in the world to fly. The one they added for the that Stranger Things DLC, I love that helicopter. That is perfect. That's exactly what my dad used to fly, the old Huey.
That's awesome.
It flies great too.
Yeah.
It almost flies too good. It's almost too easy, but I don't mind that. I don't mind it being too easy. It's a great helicopter. All right, guys and girls, 1 minute. Reminder, 10,000 feet. Left to a heading of 270. 260 knots. Longhorn must still be letting the dog out. Well, Crow Air is going to eventually have to switch airplanes because that chopper is not going to keep up. I'm sure he knows that. Alright guys and girls, check your flaps. Check your trim. Make sure your CDI is set to INAV 1. And we are out of here. Let's go ahead and take these birds off. Lazerbolt is spooling up and rolling. Beautiful. Nice solid group tonight. Loving it. Remember 260 indicated 10,000. Yeah, Rain Man, I'm not sure what to think of that auxiliary pump. All it does is seem to make noise. Like I'm sure in the actual aircraft it is much more essential than it is in this thing. It doesn't make as much noise as it used to though. That thing used to be loud. A couple updates ago they toned it down a little. It was one of those where it was a loud noise and you didn't know what it was. Like you couldn't even really hear it until you turned it off. As soon as you turned it off, you realized how loud it was. Still waiting to capture that navigation. It's being awful picky. And nav captured. Let's go. Holding 10,000. Yeah, Rain, I think that that auxiliary pump is usually on by default on this thing. I usually don't mess with it, but don't need it. I mean, if I was needing extra power to maybe like drop my drop the tailgate down or something like that, I might turn it on just for that little extra boost. Yeah, it also provides power to the ramp. Yep, definitely. Anybody watch anything good lately? A lot of good stuff out there. Yeah, me
Really?
too.
Watching Stanley League Cup playoffs. Pretty good.
All I've been watching lately is a bunch of stuff I've seen already. I tend to do that. I know what I like, and a lot of the stuff I watch I've already seen. I just want to see again.
Yeah, I tend to watch sports because you don't know how it's going to happen.
How's that hockey team of yours doing? They still in it, right?
No, they got knocked out by the Canadians.
Oh, okay. So that was the cup finals, wasn't it? That was it.
Well, they're in this. They just had they're tied 1-1 between Carolina Hurricanes and the
Las Vegas.
Golden Knights. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, geez, I'm still a little surprised that hockey is still going. Their playoffs go forever, though. They've been in playoffs for 2 months straight so far.
You'd think that I said no, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I was just happy once Boston got kicked out of there. No particular reason, just those sour grapes. Screw Boston.
So we gonna bet on the second game of the season, by the way?
Are we going to have a bet on the second game of the football season? Well, we do play each other. My Lions are going to be playing your Buffalo Bills.
My Cardinals are going to be playing your Lions too.
Do we? Okay, good deal.
Yep.
I think we just picked up one of your coordinators, like maybe your offensive coordinator. We hired him.
It wouldn't surprise me. They pretty much cut the entire staff and going fresh again.
Well, it sounds like they've been having problems for a while now, and they need a big change.
We did our staff too. It's pretty much all gone.
Yeah, you guys kind of have a different problem though. It's like you guys are too good to be not having a Super Bowl ring in the last 5 years. The past 5 years, you guys have been amazing. Everybody's scared to play you, and then the playoffs come around and you're done, one and done, year after year. That's a good problem to have, but it's still a problem.
Well, they went out and got some people to put around Josh Allen.
Your quarterback guy there.
More skill players around him. Yeah.
He is an amazing quarterback, and he should be having more success than that.
There a staph infection epidemic?
Streptococci.
Yeah, everybody get those pretty birds up here. Let me see those.
We get a new stadium this year too.
Really? I didn't hear anything about that. All right, cool.
Yep. New stadium.
This
$2
year
billion.
it's going to be it. Is it still outdoor stadium?
It's a semi-outdoor stadium.
You can retract the roof if you have to.
No roof, just in a partially.
Okay. So I mean, one of the things that what people don't want to play you guys in the middle of winter is who the hell wants to go to Buffalo when there's 5 feet of snow?
Yeah.
Heard the Bears might be moving to Indiana.
Yeah, it's going to be weird, huh? The Indiana Bears.
I don't know if they'll change their name. I mean, they're only 30 miles south of Chicago is where they're talking
Right.
about. So They might
Well,
still keep the name, I guess.
instead of the Monsters of the Midway, they're going to be the Monsters of the Midwest. Yeah, one of my best buddies is a big Bears fan, and yeah, he doesn't seem to mind. It would be bothering me. I mean, that's tradition. Soldier Field is
Yeah,
like
that's
one of the
true.
most traditional stadiums ever, and
Yep.
I've been to Soldier Field 15 times and watched games, and it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. But I'm gonna miss it more than a lot of the Bears fans, I guess. Yeah, they said they've definitely determined that they're going to be going to Indiana, but they haven't picked out the exact site yet. But Indiana said, we'll give you billions, so come to us. And they're like, billions? Okay, well, that's where we're going then.
What was the motivation to leave Soldier Field?
Well, first of all,
Billions?
it's an old crappy stadium. Yeah, it's an old crappy stadium. Like I said, as much historical value as it has, it's pretty bad. And they've renovated it a number of times over the years, and it's just not the same as building a brand new ergonomic stadium. Because trust me, back in the 40s or something, when Soldier Field was built, they didn't consider things like long lines at the bathroom and, you know, like, I always thought it was ridiculous. It's the only stadium I've ever been to where to get to the bathroom, you got to go in one door and use the bathroom, and then out that same door. So everybody's coming in and out of the same door, and there's a line a mile long of people coming, a line a mile long of people going. It's the worst design ever. It worked fine for the 40s, but it don't work anymore now. And everything's like that. It's just a very poorly designed stadium. It's an awesome stadium for the historical value of it and everything. It's pretty great. Plus, there's no facilities in that part of Chicago. There's no place to park. It's just terrible. It's inconvenient to get there. It's inconvenient to leave there. Anytime I've been, like I said, I've been about 15 times. We always had to walk miles and miles, park somewhere way the hell far away, and then walk. And there's just crowds of people. Everybody's walking, so you're not alone. You know, there's a whole big crowd of people making that trek to the stadium because there's no place closer to park. I can see why they're thinking about moving. I can definitely see. It's a shame. Like I said, I don't like to see the old things go like that. And Soldier Field has to be one of the oldest stadiums, one of the most historic stadiums in the entire NFL.
They should turn it into a museum, though I don't know if that's economically feasible, but I would at least try to keep parts of it as a museum.
It's literally right next to the Museum of Natural History.
Just link
So you
them
just have
together.
another museum, you know, a football museum or something. Chicago sports.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, it's just the end of an era, you know what I mean? I would rather see them keep it, but I'm not even a Bears fan. What the hell do I know? I don't get a say in this.
Yeah, but you're talking history, just like you
Yes.
mentioned a few times, the
Right.
historicness of it, and losing one of the oldest baseball fields, and
Yep, I hate to see it go. I understand their reasoning and their logic, and they're not wrong, but I still hate to see it go. Chances are they're probably just gonna level it to the ground, put a freaking parking lot there or something. I don't know. I was gonna
Well,
say a strip mall, but they don't
probably
even
would
have
have to
strip
do
malls
that.
anymore. Sorry, Coast?
They're going to probably have to level it because it's not recoverable, essentially, what you're saying. So they got to build something on top of it, whatever that is. Now, space in downtown Chicago is worth a lot of money.
Yeah, and it's a decent part of Chicago. It's right down there by the wharf, where they got the big, they got the big Ferris wheel down there, and it's a big waterside type of an area. So I'm sure they can do all kinds of stuff with it. But it's not the perfect NFL venue. And the last couple times they renovated it, they spent so much money, they could have basically just built a new one. And yeah, I felt the same way a little bit. Like my Lions, maybe a decade or more ago, we had the Silverdome, which was historically the biggest NFL stadium. I've had people tell me that the Superdome in New Orleans was the biggest, but it's not. It is now. But back then it wasn't. Back then the Silverdome was the biggest. And it was in Pontiac. It wasn't even in Detroit. you know. But, you know, that's the same thing. It was an old stadium, and eventually they decided we're going to tear it down and build a new one. And I thought, oh, that's a shame. I love going to Silverdome. I've been to the Silverdome a bunch, you know. I watched Barry Sanders in the Silverdome. Well, they tore it down, and they built Ford Field. And the first time I walked into Ford Field, it was like, yep, they did the right thing. This stadium is awesome. It's easy in and out. You don't have to wait in line to get a beer. You have to wait in line to use the restroom. Everything is very ergonomically designed, and it was the right choice. It was the right choice to just go ahead and downtown Detroit instead of out in Pontiac. Downtown Detroit build this brand new stadium. It was a little bit smaller stadium even, but it's way better. Way, way better.
Last year, year before, we had a really great snowstorm here, and we couldn't use our stadium, and so we played it at the Detroit Ford Field.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That was blizzard conditions going on.
Yeah, in
Well, it's
fact,
like I
they
think
had
you guys had a problem with your stadium, didn't you? Like part of it collapsed or something, or?
No, nothing collapsed. They just couldn't get snow out of it fast enough.
Oh, right on.
Well, the actual, we got so much snow that people came to get the players and to get them to the airport. They came in snowmobiles and picked them up and took them to the airport.
So where are they going to build this new stadium compared to the old one?
Right next door to the old one.
Oh, right next door to the old one. Okay, cool. Let's go.
In fact,
So-
they're tearing down the old one right now.
You're saying it's already built and they're going to play in it this year.
97% complete.
Are they going to use it this year?
Yay for
All right, cool. Hey, moving on up. You guys are no longer going to be playing in the same stadium that O.J. Simpson did.
Don't get me going.
Don't get you going. Okay, Alan.
As I said, I knew OJ. I met him a couple times.
I'm sure you guys were tight.
Negatory. Negatory.
Good. Don't lose your head. We have quite a variety going on here tonight, and they all look great together. Got Meritech over here too. He's also in a Citation. It's a pretty nice aircraft.
It's actually in a F-35.
Oh, you see Meritech
Yeah.
in the F-35?
Yeah,
Just a model match.
Oh, okay, yeah, he is an F-35. It's just substituting for that Citation.
Yep.
That's cool. It's a good substitute. I mean, at least it's relatively the right size.
Yep.
It's far from the VTOL capabilities. There's that other one. Speaking of landings, let's go ahead and check out what we got here at our last airport. We're looking at Yankee Charlie Delta Uniform, Ceduna. We're going to be coming into Ceduna. Let's see here. It's recommending runway 35. We're not going to be doing runway 35 because that's really short, only 3,800 feet. Probably enough for us, but let's go for the long runway here. How about runway 29er? Let's do that. 29er is pretty close to straight in. We're looking at 5,700 feet. It's about the same size as that last airport, which was fine. We didn't have any problems there. But yeah, 5,700 feet of bituminous. Only 71 feet of elevation, so we don't need to worry about that either. So let's do that. Count on runway 29er at Ceduna.
Every time I hear you say the word bituminous, I want to say anthracite.
Bituminous. I used to not even know how to pronounce that. It's just a weird sounding word for a, you know, basically a blacktop surface.
Yeah, I got a 15 knot crosswind on that runway, so that'll be fun.
Ooh. Yeah, it's about 10 knots lower than that last one.
15 is manageable.
No, when you're flying a big kite like this thing tipped too easy.
Yeah, the weather I got. Actually, yeah, I've got a 15 knot headwind. Well, a little bit of a crosswind too. Wait, I've got a 3 knot headwind and a 15 knot crosswind, and that's with my weather. I shouldn't have any wind.
Are you sure you're not on live weather? Because that's what it's showing for me.
I know.
There's 3.
Yeah, maybe it's just giving me the live weather information instead of what's actually there.
Possibly.
Yep, so let's just count on that when we get to Ceduna, runway 29er. We're currently 110 miles out.
Are you saying that's Ceduna fish?
I bet they got good fish there, right on the water.
Surprised Travis didn't get one.
I thought somebody would say something like Ceduna guitar or something. Everybody is holding a nice little formation going on here. Beautiful. It's weird. Both of these guys, Tailhook and Miratech, they're both in the F-35, but it's showing me two different substitutions for them. It's weird.
Yeah, I had one of them I was seeing a citation, and the other one I was seeing like a 737 or 787 or something.
That's exactly what I got. The citation, like I said, at least it's about the right size. That's a way better substitute.
Ah, man, my autopilot's acting crazy on this thing all of a sudden.
You're doing that
I wonder
again.
where you're going. Did it shut off, or did it just take you another direction?
No, I was trying to make some adjustments on it, and then it just went crazy.
Yeesh. I
You
tell
sure
you,
that's the autopilot or the pilot?
Well, probably
Yeah,
a little bit of both.
First one and then the other.
There you go.
It's been a crazy night, man. A lot of us are cursed tonight. It's weird. Must be
It's been
something in
handling
the air.
pretty good for the most part, but once in a while that autopilot will act up.
Yeah, I blame mine on the having the wake turbulence turned on, because as soon as I turned that off, I haven't had any issues with it.
All good sense, huh?
Yeah, I need mine off.
Yeah, ever since I had that initial crash, my system just locked up. But ever since that, everything's been fine. And that happened even before we took off at the first airport.
Yeah, I was surprised to get the orange screens the first time, but I think Mia got it last week or the week before. And
I've heard
like,
her
all right,
say
well,
a number of times that it's happened to her.
yeah, like it's probably bound to happen, you know.
And that is a
Twice.
Blackbird specific problem. That doesn't happen with other aircraft I've seen. Just the Hercules. Dirty.
Yeah,
30.
there's another one. The PMG or PMD or something like that. They had the same issue.
Is it an add-on? Or
Yeah,
is it
yeah,
default?
it's a purchase plane, a really high quality one too, and everybody's
Right, I
complaining
was going to
about
say, PMD, they probably,
PMDG.
it's probably pretty complicated airplane too, just like this Dirty Bird.
yeah, and they thought it was only pertaining to that aircraft. Like, no, I've seen it in the Blackbird too. So
Okay.
it's just a screen. All the screens go orange.
And there's no fix for it. You just have to restart the flight.
I actually restarted the whole sim because my brakes weren't working, but I think that was the user error. So I restarted the sim anyways and came back, and then I got it again. So
Oh, really?
maybe it might help next time to do a computer restart before doing the flight.
I haven't had that orange screen situation in a long time. I've had it maybe twice ever, and it's been a while. It's been probably 3 updates since that's happened.
Hey, Zach.
Yeah, I should have enough resources. I have 64 gigs of RAM, so, and I don't really have much going on in the background.
Right.
Just a couple idle browser tabs.
I'll tell you, we got a nice looking group up here, though. I'll tell you that much. Got plenty of variety, and everybody looks good.
Wingnut just jumped out of his aircraft.
Who did?
Wingnut.
Nice.
I got tired of sitting here, so I thought I'd jump out.
Geronimo. It's
Came out
funny
the
too
top.
when you see a pilot fall out of their airplane. They're still sitting down and everything. And just gone. Whoop! No parachute or nothing. Just gone. It's funny. Now that's a bug that I don't care if they fix that or not. It makes me laugh every time.
Yeah, I've seen that happen on your couple times lately.
Yeah. Yeah, and it doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? It doesn't cause any harmful effects. But it's funny
Like-
for everybody behind me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it only seems to happen once to each aircraft.
Right.
Once a pilot jumps out, you don't see him jump out of that aircraft again.
Probably because it negates or subtracts 1 from the pilot count.
Well, at least they can make it that the flight operator, whatever it is, the person sticking back there.
Exactly. We don't need them anyway. All they do is make popcorn in the microwave.
My guy always makes fish. That's probably why I got my orange screens.
Ugh, fish in the microwave. I'd throw him out the front window. 78 out. So in another 30 miles or so, I'm going to begin my descent down to 2,000. Yeah, this is the first flight that I've ever had a female operations officer. Some old lady back here looking like a librarian or something.
Sounds like you got the same one I got. You know,
Look, she looked like somebody from HR department telling you to meet me after when you land.
Yeah, she's just keeping an eye on stuff, that's all. We don't need that.
Yeah.
What have you been saying, Laser?
This sim has the worst looking NPCs of any title I've ever seen.
Aren't they shockingly bad? They're so bad. For nowadays, I mean, if this was 10 years ago, that'd be a decent looking avatar. But for nowadays, it's like, ugh, what's going on there? How come everybody in the game looks like a zombie of some kind?
I didn't use the proper words in the forum, and I said, "Can I get an upgrade to a beautiful person's pack?" Somebody took offense to that.
Jeez.
That'll be
Okay,
an
so
add-on.
somebody's got a sense of humor. I got it.
You know, that's something that I wouldn't doubt that somebody could make an add-on that, you know, good-looking
I'd like the celebrities
co-pilots.
pack for VIP.
Right?
VIP career. I want the Scarlett Johansson and.
Oh,
Just kidding.
We got to have a Harrison Ford in here, though. You know what I mean?
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I want my pilot to look like Harrison Ford for sure.
Just keep them away from the taxiways.
Just keep them from
And the
landing
golf
on the
courses.
golf courses and whatnot.
So I think the golf course wasn't completely his fault.
We got a couple of people here checking in on the stream that I haven't been looking at for a minute. Ever since I almost crashed a minute ago. Dustin Crowfoot says, good night, gents. Till next time. Probably missed him, but good night, buddy. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Kingsport Cal showed up. He says she ain't too old. I agree. She's not too old at all. Will McLean says, producer Steve sent me. And my buddy, Jared the TIE Pilot, sends in a generous super chat. Thanks, man. I always appreciate that. Blathering Gaming. Look from Blathering Gaming. Oh, that means I probably missed, they were playing some games tonight, and I missed it. I always hate that. Lately, there hasn't been very many Blathering Gaming streams, but it's such a good time. You guys should definitely check that out next time. Yeah, check out Blathering Gaming. And while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to a guy named Ken Knapsack. He's the guy that's kind of responsible for all the blathering stuff. He's got a neat little program on his channel called The Blathering, and the Blathering Gaming channel is a bit of an offshoot of that. So yeah, check it out. It's a good group of fellas, a good group of people. Everybody has a good time. Everybody's pretty casual like we are around here. No drama. I love that. No drama. That's a lot of fun. They play some good stuff. And it's nice to see the gang coming and saying hi. It's cool. Happy Friday, everybody.
Like interesting sand dune type textures here below us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is. Boy, that looks straight up like a desert. That's like the outback.
See a couple patches of green down there.
Well, looking on the map, it looks like it's all supposed to be pretty green around here. We are pretty far south, and it is wintertime, so I bet you it's nice and dry down there.
Yeah. Might not be the hottest, but it's probably the driest.
No, I'm guessing it ain't hot right now at all. I said we're not too awful far from Antarctica. We are 53 out. When I'm about 40 out, I will drop her down to 2,000 feet. Already got my altitude selector set. I'm going to be dropping her down to 2,000 feet here in another 10 miles. Once again, this runway is relatively straight in. We're not going to have to turn too awful much. Let's see here what we got. Yeah, our runway is only off by a few degrees from where we're coming in. A reminder, when we get to Ceduna, Australia, we will be landing runway 29er. Count on that, runway 29er. It's about as big as that last runway, so if you didn't have any problem with that one, and I didn't see anybody having a real big problem with that last one, we should be fine. Yeah, always glad when we got a new pilot joining us, and it's cool. We got this Mirror Tech that joined us at one of the airports back there, and that's good. Greetings. Certainly looks like he knows how to fly that F-35.
Oh, yeah, good. Keeping it steady.
Mm-hmm. I still love the looks of that Warthog, that A-10 that Travis is in. It is a sharp-looking warbird. It's actually not sharp-looking, you know what I mean? It's actually kind of clunky and dumpy looking, but I freaking love it. I absolutely love it. It's not sleek. It looks slow as shit, but it's just, it's a beast.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you don't want to be in the business end of that. You want to be behind it. You know what I mean? When it decides to open up on you, you are in trouble. Yeah, look at that goofy looking airplane. But what a beast. What an absolute monster.
Yeah, looking at the 130 and the other F-35, the A-10 there, that's a good shot.
Nice looking group. I always love having a couple fighter jets escorting us. It's pretty neat. It is time to bring these birds down though. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to drop down to 2,000 feet. We're inside 40 miles. Bring her down. Hopefully not too fast here. Wingnut, did you ever get your autopilot squared away? Starting to behave itself now?
No, it's a little squirrely, so I'm just going to manually fly it. It flies manually just fine.
Yeah, right on. It wouldn't be fun having to be on the stick for 3 hours solid, but for the last airport, no biggie.
It was doing good for most of the flight. It's just all of a sudden it's a little squirrely.
Kenny is flying over with that giant A400. Thing is a monster. It doesn't look like it, but it's way bigger than the airplane I'm in. And the airplane I'm in is pretty big. I'm descending for sure way faster than I should, but it's a game and I don't care.
Simulator.
I think that's how I overtook you, just all this mass falling out of the sky.
Gaming later.
There we go. I thought we were missing a couple of people. There's Wingnut and Mia.
There's a lot of land out here.
There is tons of land around here, that's for sure. Once again, I'll bet you there's a ton of camels around here. When you think of Australia, you don't usually think of camels, but there's a lot of camels in Australia. More camels than any place else in the world, including Saudi Arabia and all that good stuff. Matter of fact, Saudi Arabia and the Middle East get their camels from Australia.
I was looking at some numbers on some specific foods, specifically melons like watermelon and cantaloupe. Guess who beats everybody by tenfold?
Australia?
China.
New Zealand.
China.
Oh, China. With melons and stuff? Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I was surprised
why
too.
not?
I never thought China was a melon producer, but apparently they make way more than we even think is possible.
Well, I guess I wouldn't have expected that. That's got to be one of their major exports then, you would think.
I suppose. Not to here, I don't think, but somewhere.
By the way, Jared the TIE Pilot mentioned in his super chat for the forest meets. Right on. I'm glad he's looking forward to the next episode of Forest Meets, and I am going to be making another Forest Meets video when I go camping. I'm probably going to go camping in about a week, as long as it ain't raining. Yeah, so yeah, I've got my I took my RV out for a little trip a couple days ago. Made sure the battery was strong and the tires are all pumped up. Checked the oil and all the fluids, and just took it for a little drive. And it is purring like a kitten, and I can't wait to get out on the road. And I like to make, when I'm camping, I like to make a video every time I go camping, a Forest Meats video. Just, cooking something interesting over a campfire, basically, I smoked some ribs last time. I've done some brisket, and
yeah,
a couple of things like that. So yeah, be on the lookout for that probably in 2 weeks. It'll take me about a week to go camping and do all that, and another week to edit it and get it all ready to publish. But yes, there will be a new episode of Forest Meats soon.
Can't wait to meet the new meat.
I'm not quite sure what it's going to be. You know what I mean? What am I going to cook this time? Let's go.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs. Yeah, that'd be an interesting video. You know what I was thinking? Something really unorthodox. So we were talking about 6 months ago. It would be interesting to cook something like a meatloaf over a campfire. I bet it can be done. I can make it work.
Yeah.
Just make like a little, take some tin foil and make a pan out of it. Throw your meatloaf stuff in there and just kind of, Well, what I'd probably do is I would put the meatloaf in the tin foil and completely seal it on all sides, and then try to make it square or brick shaped, and then cook that on the fire for a while until it's cooked thoroughly. Then open it up and put it on the grill and let the outside caramelize a little bit. So that's the plan. Eventually. I don't know if it's going to be this time, but eventually I'm going to make a forest meatloaf. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. We are 8 out, so I had better slow my ass right down. Yes, yes, yes. Also, I'm going to turn to the left a few degrees so we can line up that runway. I'm going to slow down to about 200 and start giving us some flaps. And then I'm going to go into 250, give it those gear. Let's go. I'm glad I just happened to luck and notice we're getting real close, guys. We gotta get ready to get these birds down. Turning final runway 29er. Get down. Got a nice little approach going on here, looking good. Yeah, see, once again, my stick is just all kinds of too sensitive. It's not good. So I'm going to pause it for a second. I apologize, everybody's going to go through me. Got to give my stick a full rotation, and that kind of frees everything up. Like I said, it's weird. It's a rare mechanical issue and not a software issue on that. But now everything's smooth as silk. Love it. Don't forget your auto throttle. We're going to come in nice and smooth.
With the sun right in my eyes. Can't hardly see the runway.
Oh, I got the right time of day perfect. It's not quite in my eyes, so I can see it. Looks like you're doing okay. Maybe a little to the left. Remember, this is only 5,700 feet. It's not huge, but it's pretty big. Pretty big for everything we got going on. One good thing about that C-17 is it has a good reverse thrust, as does the A400. So they're big birds, but boy, they've got some good stopping power.
Yeah, it sure does.
Try to get off the runway here before I'm a problem for everybody. Go around, Travis.
Just flying through.
Just getting the kangaroos off the runway, huh?
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh!
Oh no.
yep.
There's a little bit of a tumble.
Just a little bit.
Did you stall?
Pulled too much power back. Yeah, just too much
Alright.
weight. So it came in a little low.
Like me, it came in
Fat.
perfectly.
Yep.
Alright, let's see. Looks like a little bit of a tarmac over here. Some kind of a apron that we can park up on. So let's go see what's going on down here by the facilities. Looks like the tower's over on the other side, oddly enough. Those did a good job avoiding a collision. Got that bird down.
Nope.
Oh, tail hook, you didn't forget your auto throttle, did you?
No, I did not.
Oh, you know what? That thing I thought was a tower, it's really like one of those
Yeah, radar.
geodesic domes on a stick. Looks like a golf ball. Must be a radar kind of situation.
Yeah, it's probably like a weather radar.
And I'm sure the guys that are going to have to fix my landing gear and my tires hate me going through all this field here. Going through the grass.
Bounce.
You're not going to like that. Yeah, right on. I'm going to pull over here and pick a nice spot to park next to my buddy Bob. Not the biggest airport in the world. They've probably never seen 10 aircraft this big land here ever. They've probably never
Probably
seen
not.
one.
Yeah.
Some of these little airplanes are going to have to forgive me. I'm going to go partially through them.
Yeah, I did too.
Here we go. We'll find enough room here and we'll all park right up. All right, pilots, we made it safe and sound. For the most part, good enough, safe enough. I only jumped out of my airplane once. Go ahead and get this bird shut down here, the easy way.
I see. I put the truck in the shade here under my wing.
I probably won't see it. But if there's another C-130H from Captain Sim out here, you'd see theirs out as well as yours.
Oh, I do see that truck under your wing, Coast.
You know what? I do too. No, it's not. It's not the right truck. It's like an airport vehicle. Unless that's what you meant. I thought you meant like your
Yeah.
power,
No.
thingy, your auxiliary power.
No, this is the airport facilities thing.
Right. There is a truck sitting there. I don't know if it's not a fuel truck. It does look like it's got a big power situation on the back. Neat.
They didn't give us big enough apron to park on.
Like I said, I
Everybody's
don't
trying
think
to find a spot.
they're not prepared for 10 large, massive birds like this to come in. And yeah, Wingnut, Bob, I see you're in definitely the Canadian version of the C-17. Got a maple leaf on
Yeah.
the back tail there with some kind of a, I don't know, looks like a bucking bronco or maybe a bull. It's got bull horns, so I
Yeah,
bet it's a
looks
bull.
like a
Yeah, I was
bull.
thinking bowl.
Neat.
Huh. That's funny because I'm in Altus Air Force Base.
I might not have that paint job.
That may be. I think I did buy some add-ons to the C-17, so that's probably why.
Pretty nice
It's
looking
giving you the
airplane.
generic.
Oh, I can see inside of it a little bit. Yeah, if you in the Boeing blue livery, so it's probably an add-on paint.
Yeah, that's what I see him as.
Look at all these awesome aircraft. Wonderful flight tonight, as always. Really had a good time. You guys are the best. Seriously.
Yeah,
We're
thanks
so
for the
lucky
flight.
to be able to enjoy ourselves on a Friday night without a bunch of idiots and a bunch of drama. And back in the times when we were using TeamSpeak, way back in the day, 14 years ago,
Oh
it
man.
was horrible.
Right.
Every single
Have a-
flight, there was a problem where somebody would
Rogers
just come on here and start being an idiot, you know. But yeah, you guys have been great. I gotta hand it to you. You guys make these flights completely enjoyable.
Roger Wilco. That's
Roger Wilco, like the company?
no, it's like a tiki to other FSX.
Oh, that's the one. No, never mind. I was thinking that was the one that makes the F-35, but never mind.
Yeah, but FSX that test that to talk together.
I'm having trouble hearing you, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna try and fix this.
Yeah, go back and listen to the stream. You'll see what we're talking about because I'm recording it straight from what I'm hearing, and you'll hear what it's doing. And it's just kind of cutting off, like halfway through each word, it just cuts it off. Very
Gotcha.
weird. I'm inclined to think that it's a Discord issue, but it might not be. I don't know. What do I know?
Yeah,
Like I said,
there is a
your,
chance some
Your
mics
voice
have their-
activated sensitivity is not sensitive enough, or it's too sensitive. It's cutting you off.
some mics do have their own filtering and stuff too, and sometimes they can conflict. But
That's
it's
true. If you have a way better
unlikely.
mic than what I got.
Yeah, it's unlikely that's the case, but it's possible.
Yeah, I'm doing an audio analysis of the stream now.
It also, I mean, it might be this headset I got, like office headset, Wi-Fi triage.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So it might be this setup.
Yeah, it's not coming through. It doesn't exist in the stream.
It comes through just enough to where we can hear you're talking, but I can't really understand you. It's a shame. 'Cause I know
Next
you're a
Friday
nice
I'll
level-headed
have
guy, like I was saying.
I'll
It's
have-
nice to have people here.
I'll
that
have
are-
a new one. I'll have a Friday
Oh, excellent, man. Most excellent.
problem.
Yeah, it's not necessary, but it would be nice to hear you.
Rather talk instead of choppy.
Right. Like I said, if you're wondering what we're talking about, how it sounds, just check the stream out a little bit later on, and you'll see. Hey, you know what? I just reminded myself that I need to install the name tag thingy.
I see everybody in blue.
I'm gonna do that in a second.
Yep, I got them set to green, and I got Coast and Longhorn as red because they sent me a friend request. But I got airports in yellow, everybody else in green, and a couple in red. But
I got
they stand out
everybody
a
in
whole lot
white.
better.
If they got clouds behind them, I can't even read your name. Everything's white.
Yeah,
But it's an easy fix. I need to do that. Now that I'm thinking about it, I will definitely do that as soon as we're done here. Which, it is actually getting to the top of the hour. So yeah, let's go ahead and call it an evening right here, everybody. I certainly enjoyed myself tonight. We had plenty of gremlins in the system with things not working the way they were supposed to, and people having troubles across the board. But we still had a nice Friday. Had a good time, shot the shit for a while and relaxed. But I'm going to call it an evening right here. Next week we're going to take off out of this very same airport. We're going to head probably northwest to check out some more of the stuff around here. Check out the real deep, dark outback of Australia. And we're going to make our way towards Ayers Rock. And I'd like to make my way towards, got it written down here. What is that? That military base that Bob mentioned he wants to go to. That's up north a little bit. I've already checked it out. We'll probably be there in about 2 weeks. And it looks like a cool place to visit. So we're going to do that. We'll hopefully see everybody next Friday at the same time. And have a good weekend, and we'll see you then. Bye, everybody.
Every